16 by 10 meter. So now, as a good engineer or a good designer, there are some basic rules that you need to adhere to. To any calculation or any design that you are doing, you must make provision for tolerance. You must make provision for tolerance. So that derives the explanation of what I'm going to give now. If you look at our calculation, we actually came up to 21 number of fitting. But from the lighting layout, we have actually implemented 24, if you can calculate. Why did we opt for 24? Now, three things. Aesthetically, the dimension of the room, which is 16 by 10. In terms of this arrangement of our fitting, if you can look at it, the fittings are symmetrical, either horizontal wise or vertical wise. In terms of arrangement, they are symmetrical. Then you need to look at the best arrangement that can give you good configuration in terms of arrangement. If I go back to 21 as derived from our calculation, what are the multiples of 21 that I can get to adopt into this lighting layout in terms of arrangement? I can have 7 by 3. That should be it, 7 by 3 or 1 by 21, which will not work. If I'm using 7 by 3, that means I will have 7 fitting on the horizontal plane this way and have 3 on the vertical plane. It will make the horizontal space to be congested, and at the same time, the vertical plane will be widely spaced, which is going to affect the reflectance of the lighting fitting in terms of coverage. Now, for the fact of making provision for tolerance and getting good spread of the illumination around the space, we can actually look at 24 lamps. My 24 lamps, I can also have 2 or 3 ways that I can use in making the arrangement in terms of layout. I can opt for 6 by 4. I can opt for 8 by 3. When we look at the multiples of 24, around like that. But the best that is achievable, that is good, that is reasonably distributed, and you give a better reflectance of light. Reflectance and the likes, I'm still going to show us the importance of all this relating to our calculation and design in terms of lighting layout. We opted for 6 by 4 to give us 24. With the 6 by 24, we have additional 3 lighting fittings to be our backup. Should in case, after installation, design and installation, and you have commissioned, there is a power surge, and perhaps one of the fittings transformer got burnt. If you get 1 or 2 burnt out of 24, you see out like 22. So with 22, we are still okay. We are still within the range of what is actually required to illuminate the particular space. This is the essence of having good tolerance in any design or calculations that are done in this regard. Now, I want us to do a practical calculation and design in terms of lighting fittings. But before we go on to do that, I will share with us some
àwọn tó wà kí ni pọ̀ káà ṣé tó ń gbọ́dọ̀ sí máa sọ pé àwọn èèyàn láìkì ìwé máa yẹn á tún máa dàtí bẹ̀ ní kó báyìí.
Hello, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Your audio has been muted.
I think that, hello, can you hear me now? I think
Yeah.
that
Yes.
is the network. All right. Can we see the screen also? Can we see the screen?
So we can see everything.
Yes,
You can
yes.
see the screen. Now, what I see on the screen is the utilization factor table. And I believe you got my explanation that in terms of this, they must have given us from question or from our catalog, which is the next thing that I'm going to share with us now. The reflectance in terms of ceiling and wall, finishing and color is very, very important. If you look at the just concluded example that we looked at, we were given the reflectance, the ceiling reflectance to be 70% and that of the wall to be 50%. We are also told the color of the ceiling was white, while the wall color was light blue. So these factors in combination with the particular fittings that is in question, the particular fitting that we are actually deploying for the design, will assist us in deriving what our utilization factor will look like. So I would like to share with us the other. Hello. Hello. Okay. All right.
Hello.
Now, I just want to be sure that we are still hearing me. Am I audible enough? All right. Now, what is on the screen I'm sharing with us is a catalog from Thorn. I'm very sure that everybody or every one of us is very, very well aware of Thorn as a manufacturer of fitting worldwide. Thorn is a UK-based, fitting manufacturer. And remember what I told us earlier in the class, that our determination of lamp or light design lumen has to come from our catalog or any manufacturer at all. They give it as part of their specification. Look at this particular fitting called Charlie's. You can see it's an LED down light range in 2 sizes, offering a direct replacement for compact fluorescent fitting. I told us earlier on that starting from the world of incandescent, manufacturers step up, to fluorescent. After running through the fluorescent world, they also step up the technology by manufacturing what is referred to as the CFL, compact fluorescent light fitting. Compact fluorescent light fitting is a form of energy saving fitting that you can save as much as like 50 to 60% of energy, relating it to that of the incandescent fitting. But as at today's world, technology has also advanced. We are also seeing the production of LED fittings of different type. So like I told us, for this, if we are selecting this particular fitting now, that is from their specification, you will be given the particular lumen to be this. Can we see it? It can be as much as this, can be below this. We will see in some of the other fittings that I will be showing us how the just a minute. Yes, I want us to look at the indoor fittings. Can we see this? This is a form of fluorescent. Everybody knows the batting type, but this is the LED version compared to what we used to have in those days. That will be struggling with our choke and the starter. So technology has stepped up and is giving us this in replacement of that. We can also have them in different, aesthetic manner. We'll see what this is looking like. Look at this office space. Look at the type of fitting that is deployed. Look at the beauty. Look at the aesthetic nature of what the layout looks like. We can also see this. So look at this parking lot, like a basement. See the type of fluorescent that is being deployed. And look at the effect on the wall and the ceiling. I want us to do a practical class work, but before we do that, I need to take us through some basic parameters that we'll be considering. For the just concluded classwork that we did, we have actually deployed this type of fitting, what we refer to as modular fitting as of today. So they come in different shapes and different design. This is a IQ wave. This is what they look like. And this is the implementation in terms of layout in the office environment. This is better office. This is the name of this particular fitting. This is what it looks like. These are the details. This is another make. This one is in circular shape. And these are other ones that are not recessed. This can be surfaced and this can be suspended using a string. So that's that. Now, this is exactly where I want us to pay attention. The classwork that we are going to be looking at now is actually a residential apartment. And these are fittings that were actually deployed. They refer to them as indoor lighting, wall or ceiling decorative luminaire. Now, pay attention to the details. Look at this particular one. It is called Thames. They are also manufactured from, ton, and they can come in this particular. I'm trying to blow up so that we can see what they look like. Now, can we see this? Specification. Specification. Anytime you need to do design and you have consulted your catalog, you need to derive some of these factors. The light or lamp design Lumen. This is where you come to your specification sheet. Look at the specification. He said, unique and distinctive circular luminaire. This is the factor, that value that we're looking for, 1000 lumen LED with an acute angle, whatever, all those other ones use details about what the details look like. But our L.D.L value is being picked from here. And as a matter of fact, if we look at the reflectance curve, which is this that I'm showing us, can we see? This is showing us the level or the percentage of reflector, outward reflectance that this can give, the light fittings can give to us at exactly 1000 lumen. The next type of fitting is called noveline, ton noveline. look at this. Go to the specification. You can see the specification. Under the specification, this one says that we can have ranges from 1,250 lumen up to 3,005 lumen. What do they mean by this? This is it. These are the ranges that we can have. We can have them to be this. Now, all this depends on your own selection as a designer. I can opt for this. That means my lumen per light will be 3,005, or I can opt for this. That means the value for my lumen per light fitting will be 1,800. So all these we need to take very good cognizance of when we are doing our design. We've run through the utilization factor, the catalog, and one other thing before we proceed to our calculation, our sample calculation for today. I think I would like to look at the lux requirement level. I would hello, can we see what we have on the screen? All right, this is various level of illumination level that we can have in different spaces. So you need to understand what you are designing for. Remember the last conclusion, the last exercise we just concluded has to do with an office space. So in the office space, and I remember we used 400 lux, 400 lux, 400 lux. So these are other value that we can make reference to in terms of our design. So we can see for residential purpose, a living room we consider 200, dining room 250, kitchen 250. We can see that of kitchen is high. Why? Because activities that is being done in the kitchen requires good illumination, so that you don't have your finger chopped off while you are trying to chop vegetable. Bedroom 180, bathroom 150. For cinema, concert, and theater hall, we have the entrance for 200, auditorium 150, toilet and restroom 200, dressing room or changing room can be 300, makeup room 400. Hotel, we also have them like that. So these are the values that we are talking about in the previous class. So with this, I need us to quickly go back to the exercise for today. A practical calculation of a particular space, putting in use all that we have learned for today, at least. So I would open up a drawing now for us to get ourselves familiar with that, and then we'll do the calculation of a particular space together in the next 10-20 minutes. Thank you. So let me quickly open that so that we can proceed. Can we all get our pen and writing pad ready? We need to do some activities together. Hello? If you can see the drawing on the screen, give me a thumbs up or a wave. All right, thank you. Now, I'll quickly run us through what the floor plan looks like. This is the entrance, and this is the pre-seat, what we call ante-room. And this is the visitor's toilet to serve any visitors that is coming into this apartment. We have this space as the living room, and there is an archway into the dining. The dining flows into the kitchen. This is our kitchen environment. of which we have a sit out that we can also use to access the escape dock. Then back there we have a common lobby to the bedrooms. This is a 3-bedroom apartment, all en suite. The lobby flows into this. This is the master bed. The master bed has its own closet and toilet. This is bedroom 2. It has its own toilet and closet also. And this is bedroom 3. So we have 3 bedroom in hall. Now, are we ready for the proper calculation now? All right. So quickly, I'm going to do, like I told us previously, what is most important is for us to get the principle and procedures for the calculations and the design. If I'm able to do this space, this particular space, for us, with that principle, every one of us should be able to calculate for this, calculate for this, calculate for all other space within the apartment. So quickly, take down these factors, take down this value, take down this value. Our E for this bedroom now, we are going to assume 200 lux, 200 lux, 200 lux. Now, our length for the room is 4 meters. 4, take 4. The width, 3 meters. 3 meters. Are we there? All right. Now, the L dot D dot L, which is our lamp design lumen. Let's take that to be 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. Our maintenance factor, MF, M dot F, 0.8. What is outstanding? From our formula, talk to me on the chat button. What is outstanding for us to proceed? Anybody?
Your audio is muted.
All right. Okay, can you hear me now? Are we good? All right.
We are good. We are good.
All right, thank you.
Good.
Now, I need us to go back to what is on the screen. You can see on my screen, right? Can we see the screen? Can we see the screen?
See the screen.
All right, I take note of this fitting, this particular fitting. Note it down. Note the value and the make. This is a 6-watt LED slim circular ceiling recessed light fitting as ton noveline, ton noveline, ton noveline. Note it down. Then this particular fitting, I need us to also note that. All right. In that case, I will take us back to the former layout. That is exactly what I want us to take note of on this particular drawing So hello. Can we relate with this and this? Can we relate with it?
Yeah, we can. We can
Yes.
relate with it.
All right. So from the legend sheet that I showed you, I'm actually trying to, relate with us why we have opted for this. From our catalog, can we see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can we relate with this name with the what we have selected from the legend? The torn novel line.
Novel line.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes,
That is
we can
exactly
relate.
that is what I want to establish there. That is what I want to establish there. Now, look at the series of torn novel line that we have. You remember I gave us our light lumen to be 1,800. So that means I'm
Yes, sir.
opting for this out of the lot that is here. We can actually have 1,250, 1,800, 2,500, 3,500. But I've opted for 1,800. Have you noted that? If you have noted that, I asked us a question initially. From the values that is required for us to calculate the number of points of light that is required to illuminate this particular row, what is the outstanding factor that we are yet to be given? Can somebody talk to me?
The utilization factor.
Utilization factor, yes, that is what I was expecting you to ask of. But you have the utilization factor. Do you agree with me? Go back to our formula of room index. I gave you our length to be 4 meters, our width to be 3 meters. Can we then allow your headroom to be 3 meters? That is the.
Okay, you can give that before, sir.
Yes. So you can take that to be 3 meters. Substitute this factor into the value for the room index, which is equal to K is equal to L multiplied by W all over L plus W multiplied by the room index, which is 3 meters now. What does it give us? Anybody?
Twelve over 21.
12 over 21. So what does that give us? Let's quickly get that out.
0.57.
0.57. Now, if I'm taking this value to my utilization factor, I showed you a sample of what the utilization factor table look like the other time. If I take this to that table, I'll be getting around 0.6 as my value. So note it. I will take us back there and see how we select that from the table. Note that value, 0.6. Are we there? 0.6. Now that we have all that is required, can we substitute into our formula, the lighting point formula, which is equal to E times A all over L dot D dot L multiplied by UF multiplied by MF. Our E is 200. Our area is what? 12. 4 by 3. Our lumen for lighting design is 1008. Our utilization factor is 0.6. Then our maintenance factor is 0.8. So let's quickly simplify this and let me have your answers.
$2.78.
2.78. Okay. Did anybody agree with that?
$2.78, sir.
2.78. So every one of us agree with that. That is giving us a total of approximately to one. That's 3.
3. Yes.
3. Okay. Now this is telling us that we have 3 points of light that we can deploy. Now, the same formula. Take our lamp design lumen to be 1250. Let's see what we have. Quickly. Four. Everybody agree with that? 4. Thank you. It's as I got the confirmation. Now, why I've told you to use those 2 different values is that I am taking us back to the design catalog that we used. You remember the first one was 1250. The next one is 1800. The next one is 2005. If I use 2005, I will get a smaller point of light that will be around 2 points of light. If I proceed to use 3005, I might end up getting just 1 point of light. The variance has to do with the wattage of the fittings. The wattage of the fittings. The wattage of the fittings. Look at the screen. See where I'm pointing to. This shows you that that lamp can come with a varieties of 11 watts, 18 watts, up to 32.5 watts. I hope that is clear. Now, relating this back to the space that is in question now, it gives us this. If I'm taking the middle one, 4 points of light, that is what gave rise to this. This 4 points of light. If I take the initial one, the first one that was, we did the calculation, that we actually used 1800, is 3. To arrange 3 points of light within this space, aesthetically, how does it look like? You remember what I told us in the last design? In terms of tolerance and arrangement, we can balance the symmetrical arrangement either vertically or horizontally to be 4, so that we can give this arrangement a good aesthetic layout. So that's how we come around about the calculation of the point of light that is required in this particular space. Now, taking this particular sequence, I can take my measurement for this toilet, go to my catalog, select the appropriate fitting that is good for the toilet area, then I can do my calculation that will give rise to this. I can do the same thing for this bedroom. The same thing for this living room, and so on concerning every other space. So I would stop here for the course of this class while we continue on the lighting design later in the next class. But before we go for today, I will give room for a 20 minutes question and answer session. So I would allow the training
continue. There's no question and answer. Have you done question and answer?
Okay. Perhaps let's proceed to the question and answer class. The section. Then after then, the training coordinator can come on board. So please, your questions now. Let me have your questions, please. So can I have your questions?
So I said.
All right, go ahead.
Am I ahead?
Yeah. I can hear you. Please go ahead. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to ask, what if the room is not a four-cornered room? Maybe a shapeless room is quite shapeless. How do you go about it? Explain the arrangement.
All right.
Thank you.
If it's not a regular shape that we know, whether rectangle, triangle, polygon, or whatever,